So our learning objectives in the beginning of chapter 6 are the following. We want to find our GCF of two or more expressions. When I first taught you guys about our least common multiple, also known as LCD, least common denominator, I mentioned GCF, greatest common factor, and we use, or our famous method that we use to find LCM and LCD is our cake method. Well, lucky for us, we can use that same method in order to find the greatest common factor. Right? Second objective, we are going to factor the greatest common factor from a polynomial. And then last but not least, we're going to learn how to factor by grouping. So let's just do some warm-up problems first. Part A is asking us to factor 56 into primes. And I know you guys had, I think, a quiz question similar to this where I had you guys put it into the prime factorization form, that exponential form or the expanded form. However, I made a mistake on that. You actually, when you're given a question where it's saying factor it into primes, you want to just list the primes. And actually, let me see if I could pull that quiz up. If I'm not mistaken, I think it was quiz 2. Actually, it might even be quiz 1. Yeah. All right. So quiz 1, it was saying list the prime factors of 432. And we put it into prime factorization form. We should have done, and I gave you guys credit for this because it was, again, my mistake. But what we should have done was just list the prime factors and we don't repeat any of the prime factors. So our answer would have just been 2, 3. If you wrote 2, 3 on the quiz, you also received credit. So I gave you credit either way. Okay. But the wording matters. List the prime factors of 432. So let's look at this wording in 6.1. Let's see. Like sifting through hundreds of slides. Here it is. Okay. So it was saying list the factors. This one actually, no, this is saying factor 56 into prime. So you're actually using prime factorization from here. If it says list, you just list the prime numbers. Factorization. Okay. What two numbers multiplied together give you 56? Yeah, 7 times 8. Is 7 prime? Circle it. Is 8 prime? What can that be broken up into? Is 2 prime? Is 4 prime? What can that be broken up into? Yeah. Which means if the question asked, list the primes, what would be your answer? It would just be 2, 7, no repetition. But they're saying factored into primes, so you want to utilize your prime factorization. So this would be 2 to the times. Yeah. So wording matters. Question 2, find the LCM of 18 and 24. So let's utilize cake method here. What number goes into 18 and 24? 6, right? 6 goes into 18, 6 goes into 24. Are 3 and 4 relatively prime? Which means our LCM is the product of the entire border. What's 6 times 3? And what is 18 times 4? Double it, then double it again. So 36 doubled gives you, yep, well done. Part 3 is practicing our distributive property. Negative 3a times 7a gives you, yep, negative 21a squared. And then negative 3a times 8b gives you, yeah, negative 24ab. Right, these were our warm-up problems. Now we're going to jump into our first objective. Finding the greatest common factor of 2 or more expressions. And greatest common factor is literally the greatest factor that our 2 or more terms have in common. So if we're looking at just 2 terms, say we're looking at 2x squared and 6x, what's the greatest factor that these 2 terms share? Well, 2 and 6, what's our GCF of that? 2. And then between x squared and x, the trick is look at the one that has the smaller exponent, x to the first. So 2 times x to the first gives you that 2x. That is our GCF. Kind of foreshadowed this slide, but this is just our formal definition of greatest common factor. It's the largest expression that is a factor of all of them that we're looking at. Whether we're looking at 2 terms, 3 terms, 10 terms, it's the factor that they all share, and it's the greatest one. All right. So let's jump into example 1. Again, we'll go straight into our cake method. We'll focus on the coefficients first, and then we'll worry about the variables. So between 21, 9, and 15, what's a factor we can pull out? Could pull out, let's just worry about the coefficients. 3, and what do we get? Yep. Exactly. Can we pull out any other factors? No. Now let's look at the variables. The variable, we just want to look at the smallest exponent. And because they're all the same letter, we just look at that x to the first and we pull that out. And when we do, what can we now bring down? 7x to the, yep, 3x, and then, good. And we're done. So we can't pull out anything else, which means our GCF is not the product of the entire border, it's just the product of the diagonal. Our GCF is just 3 times x, which gives us 3x. And that's it. Right. We are going to pause this here and we'll pick this up tomorrow.